On today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast, we have a lot to cover, from the Air Jordan 40 just getting previewed to actually having a first look at the Black Cat Jordan 4s, which, in my opinion, they look better than the original pair, but hey, maybe that's just me.
Seth got married, so we missed last week, but we also have some pretty crazy sneaker drama between 2Js and the Surgeon, as well as a ton of other news topics to talk about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode.
All right, so I guess we'll start with basically the topic that everybody in the sneaker space is talking about, 2J's kicks and the shoe surgeon and urban necessities. I know over the last few months, there's been tons of talk about vendors not getting paid for their items being sold at urban necessities. And now 2J's is coming out saying that he isn't even involved in the company anymore, although all the liabilities, I think, still land in his lap. So I don't know. Do you have any opinions on this drama that's been going on? It's been, I don't know, all over my page, I feel like.
Yeah, I'll kind of give a synopsis. So there was let me see if I can find the Nice Kicks article. There was a Nice Kicks post that kind of recapped JC's 2J's, his entire thing with what happened, essentially, and the timeline and everything in between. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Let me just find it on Instagram quick. But basically, I mean, like, he kind of got screwed, essentially. Now, there's a ton, obviously, there's a ton to this. There's a ton of timelines, a ton of different things that happen. But here's the little timeline I'll read through quick. 2J's basically alleged that he lost urban necessities to the shoe surgeon, who is a famous customizer, has a customization class in Vegas. Like, he's been doing collaborations with the ones that I can think of: Can-Am, Domino's, basically everyone you can think of in the corporate world. So back in May of 2022, we'll take it back to 2J's met the surgeon and Dallas at SneakerCon. Dallas is the partner involved, I believe. Fast forward a couple months, November 2022, after months of informal collaborations, 2J's finalized a deal with the surgeon. Fast forward to the following year, June and July, 2J's realized that he has no operational authority yet, still carrying legal liability for the company after being reclassified as an employee. So this little jump from November to June, basically he signed a contract stating that they would be 50-50 partners in urban necessities. And I don't know if he's got a bad legal team or what happened, but somehow he became classified as an employee, and all of the payouts as well as tax bills towards the IRS with the company was put on him and not liable to Dallas and the surgeon. There's a lot to it. September 2023, couple 2 months after that, Urban Necessities revised its consignment agreement and other operational policies. Now that's where Seth was talking about, hey, there's a lot of people that were consigning at Urban Necessities, which was kind of their main model, weren't getting paid out. Obviously, that's an issue if you're a seller. November 2023, a couple months after that, 2J's asked to be bought out from the contract because of breaches in his mind. In December, he accepts the first buyout offer and signs the paperwork, but Surgeon Worldwide does not. May 2nd, 2024, a couple months past, UN terminates 2J's employment as an employee, preventing visibility of the brand. Company email was deleted. October, 5 months later, 2J signed documents to walk away from Urban Necessities for $0. Yet Surgeon Worldwide still refused to sign. Not sure exactly what the refusing to sign means. June 2025, so now this year, Surgeon Worldwide approaches 2J's about Urban Necessities, possibly filing bankruptcy. And then June 2025, a week and a half ago, the Department of Taxation in Las Vegas seized 4 of 2J's accounts and his wife's accounts, and the Urban Necessities account, because of unpaid taxes. So, I mean, basically, what I've gotten from it is kind of the Facebook deal. I don't know if you've seen the movie. What's the movie? The Facebook documentary, Social Network. Kind of that where founding partner of his own company ends up signing paperwork I don't think he knew the full intent of. 50-50 partner, got classified as an employee, but part of it was he was liable for the taxes, and Surgeon basically, in my eyes, screwed him, and company was starting to go under. They weren't managing it well, and they're dumping everything on him, and basically like trying to get out of it clean face with Urban Necessities going under and all of that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it. I've talked to a few people around the camp about it. There's a lot to it. That's basically, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not
Yeah.
a copyright lawyer, anything intended with that legal purposes. And I know 2Js a little bit. I've never met the surgeon, but it's messy, and it's not a good look for the sneaker world in a market where the markets on sneakers are already down, especially retros. And now you have two of the biggest names in the industry battling it out with a brand that's probably going to go under. That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, sneaker store that kind of gave hope to all the little guys. So yeah,
That's so
there's your
true.
long-winded answer.
Yeah. No, I mean it's just crazy because I know I was reading a little bit about it earlier and I saw that his wife had stage 4 colon cancer, which was sort of the main reason for him to try and shift off some of the responsibilities of the business to, a partner that can maybe help while you're dealing with family issues. And then at the end of the day, he just got screwed over. And it's like you just hate to see it.
Mhm.
And I feel terrible for him, but also it was a bad deal. And I know when, someone's in that mind state, like I'm sure you're not going to read into things as much as you probably would because you're not in the right headspace. Like you're dealing with 100 other issues. So it's like maybe you do just breeze through the contract, which definitely shouldn't have done, which has now led us to where we are. So I don't know. You hate to see it. It's very unfortunate. So I guess we'll see in the next few months, weeks, what all actually ends up happening with this. But yeah, sucks, dude.
I
Sucks.
know. Let me put some light on this. If you want to learn more about it, what's his name? Let me find it. He just did a whole long podcast today with. Let me look.
2Js did?
Yes, with
Interesting.
Blake Wynn.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wynn. Yeah, one of the OG sneaker guys. An hour ago, it was posted. So if you want to get more insight, Blake is back in the sneaker world. Go check it out.
Huh.
Posted an hour ago, 1,700 views, talking about
Sounds
the
about
whole
right.
thing. I saw a clip of kind of it, and yeah, I mean the whole thing sucks. It's just not a good look for the industry. So that's kind of the big takeaway from me.
You are right about that. Speaking about
All
the
right, let's shift it a little bit.
Brendan Dunn leaving Complex was not on my bingo card for 2025.
No, it was not.
It's kind of crazy. I'm just like, I'm a huge avid, listener of the Complex Sneakers show. Also loved Full Size Run when that was running. But yeah, so now I'm just curious to see what they do with the show moving forward. Are they gonna find a new host or just call it quits, like rebrand it? I don't know. I'm excited for Brendan. Like, obviously, to leave a job like that, it's gonna be a great opportunity or just the right fit for what he's looking for moving forward because he's been with Complex for years. I talk to him every now and then. I like to think that we're pretty good friends. We talk at pretty much every event. So, hey, I'm excited for the dude. But now I'm just like, okay, what are we gonna do here? What's the plan? What's the future for Complex sneakers look like? Because he's been a heavy hitter in the industry for 11 years. according to this post, which is insane.
New job next month as well.
Good for him, dude. That's awesome.
I'm curious what he's going to be doing. Do you have any idea?
I have no idea. I DM'd him about it, just congratulating him to see if he would, just offer any information off the congratulations. He didn't. I also didn't press him for any information because, I
think I asked him. I was like, "What are you doing next?"
Yeah, and I'm sure he's getting asked that.
I was like, "Oh, okay, sweet."
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, at Complex, if you need a podcast,
that was my first thought. Selfishly, I was like, "Oh, well,
yeah, no,
I
don't know. Maybe it'd be good, maybe it'd be bad, but part of having a podcast that is not run by a large organization is it's not corporate.
Yeah,
and we can do whatever we want, which is sick. We can take a week off when Seth's getting married, which we'll get to. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Welty, is he gonna what happens? Is the podcast toast? There's no way they're just gonna do those two.
No, I wouldn't think so. If it was me, I'd just find someone to fill the space. But that's such a big space to fill because Brendan is so tapped in with every sneaker brand, on the earnings calls.
He's the guy.
Yeah, he knows all the
JLP's the big name because of sneaker shopping and his persona in the industry. Welty's kind of the third musketeer, I would say.
Yeah,
does his own thing. Really nice guy, different style, and then Brendan Dunn's I think the behind the scenes working his ass off guy.
Mm-hmm. He's everywhere, dude, or at least he was. So hey, I can imagine.
Yeah, and he's always been bigger than just the podcast or Complex in my sense. He's been more of a face in the industry.
Yeah. So we'll see. Super stoked for you, dude. If you're listening, I know you tune in every now and then, but hey, dude, sick. So sick. I love that. Just very
yeah. Hopefully it's something. It's got to be something that he's pretty excited about to leave Complex. So yeah.
Should be sick.
Changes are fun.
Yeah, 100%, dude. But we also got one thing that we've been asking for the longest time. Shay's Converse sneaker. Kind of. Hey, they dropped some pairs early in OKC, which is what they should do because those are the fans. I'm bummed they didn't do an online release, of course, but hey, you gotta show some love to the fans that have been supporting the team forever. So why not do a little pop-up in OKC? But I still really want a pair.
This doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
This is a big miss. Converse blew it. I'll just come out and say it. I know they're your best friends, and I love Converse. I love what they've been doing, but they blew it here. Big time. He had one of the better seasons that we've ever seen from a single player in the last decade, if not 25 years. He won. The only thing he didn't win was Defensive Player of the Year and All-Star MVP. He won MVP, Finals MVP. They won a championship. He all NBA, scoring champion, led the league in points. Defensively, he was really solid. I guess they didn't win the NBA Cup. Who cares about that? But it was one of the better seasons ever.
Yeah.
Yes, they came out with the shoe. So props to them. They made it happen during the season. You gotta drop them to the public, online. You have to. And that's why this isn't going to be a sneaker of the year like the AE1. The AE1 was sneaker of the year. The rollout, flawless. The book one, I thought was arguably could have been a better shoe than the AE1, but the rollout was so bad. It was so hard to get them off the rip, and now they're just pumping colors out every week. We got a new color, iridescence this. We got a yellow pair, the Chevy collab. We didn't even think twice about. The rollout was so bad on those, and they just fell. PJ Tucker, the bench player on the Knicks, that wearing cool colorways, that doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
So the fact that we've seen multiple colorways, they just did everything, and all they did was bring a van to a location and give away a few pairs because they were getting so much flack. I literally, when the finals happened and they won it, I immediately posted on my Instagram. I was like, Converse, if you don't drop the shoe, you're toast. And I deleted it because I was like, I bet I'm gonna see 10 other people post this. And sure enough, I saw like 8 other Instagram stories that night. It was like, Converse, why are you not dropping the shoe? Like, this is your moment. Like,
Yeah.
this is it. And they'll probably win it next year. They have the highest odds. They're going to be good for a while, but it's like, you missed it. You blew it. They blew it.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I want to get the shoe this summer, but I'm done ranting. Sorry.
no, you're right though. Definitely correct. Like they should have dropped it, but you know, what are we gonna do, dude? I feel like all these brands, especially in the basketball space, just I don't want to say they constantly miss the mark, but it's like, dude, when everyone's talking about it, just drop it. It's done. Like the shoe was done at All-Star weekend. Like they probably had like 2 pairs floating around. So it wasn't like a lot. Maybe they just didn't make all of them at once. And I don't know, but they should have dropped them at All-Star weekend when they just like showed everybody.
I know there's not even a GOAT listing for them. I'm looking to see if any of the local pairs tossed on StockX or anything.
I didn't even think of that.
Nothing. Not a single pair. I mean, it's like, I know that there's production. I know there's samples. I know there's hard to roll out. Like, it's logistics. Like, it's very difficult. I know that to come out with the footwear brand, molds, everything, the whole deal. But they had him at All-Star Week. They had more than the pairs that he's been wearing. There's been other players in the league wearing them. There was his cousin on the Timberwolves was rocking pairs all season. The other part that pisses me off too is they have multiple colorways. So it's like they have the process down. Like, we're looking at 4 colorways and we have not seen a public release. This is so lazy. Like, a little pop-up, pull up, chance to get it. Bro, I saw the van was like the AE1 pop-up when they did Knicks gift night. But they also had them online, and you could also get them in the stadium, but it was a pop-up, and they just gave them away. So for 2 hours, pop-up in Oklahoma during championship parade, whoop-de-doo. I haven't seen anyone actually get a pair. There's none online. Like, this, we got to move on. This just makes me mad because I love the shoe. I love it. And Shai, like, grew on me. I didn't think he deserved to win MVP. I thought Jokic did, but, like, he did it. Won the championship, did the whole deal. Shoes great. He was wearing them when they were in the trophy ceremony, the gold pair. Like, they blew it.
Yeah. But regardless, I mean, big win.
Gold pair here.
For Converse. It's in the limelight. They should just like do something with that hype. And also Adidas with J-Dub. Like, people were hyped about that too. He just needs a shoe of some sort outside of just the Pinky in the Brain Art in Volume 9. But we'll see.
He's
fine, right?
It's tricky because it's like there's no extent of who deserves a signature shoe anymore. Because, like,
true.
Austin Reeves had one. He was like a bum, and like Brandon Podjemski has one, and he's kind of still a bum, but it's like Chinese brands. So it's like not like the same level. I don't know if J-Dubs is signature shoe worthy. Like, maybe he's a very nice complimenting piece. I don't know.
Yeah, because they do have a spot to fill now that Trae Young isn't with Adidas, but I don't know how eager they are to, pump out another signature shoe. And like we both know, like, it takes a long time to put that even together. Like, I don't remember how long, but like the AE1, like, took a while to get it to where it is now. Like, it takes time, and you can't rush the process. If you rush the process, then you get a crap product. So, hey, take your time, do what you will.
Another big miss from the Nike family, Caitlin Clark.
Mm.
Talk about a presence right now. Absolutely breaking the WNBA in a sense of viewership and like making people. She was injured for I don't know if you knew this, but she got injured for 2 weeks. The entire league's ratings dropped by 50%.
Damn.
For 2 weeks.
That's
the entire league's ratings dropped by 50%.
I did not know.
2 weeks.
And I think
now she's back, and like it like the Fever are on fire. And so Nike is going to unveil her signature logo in the holiday season, and we supposedly have a signature shoe coming too, but like they signed her when she was in college. Like we've been waiting multiple years for a shoe.
Hmm.
Her shoe is going to blow Sabrina's out of the water. Like Sabrina's cool, the shoe's really good, but
Yeah.
like Caitlin Clark, bro, Caitlin Clark is generational. So
Oh, dude,
like Nike still not having a shoe out for her. Like I know they want to make it good and stuff, but it's like
there's
you
hype
got to pump
behind it.
something
We
out.
have a friend she'll text me like once a month being like, is there any word on the Caitlin Clark sneaker? Because I know she has a Kobe coming out in like 2 weeks or something
Mhm.
along those lines. Like she's so hyped to get that pair of Kobe's. I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool. Like people are definitely interested. So it's cool. But one of these days
Here's
we'll see.
a Clutch Points Instagram. She signed an 8-year deal with Nike for like $30 million in April of 2024. So it's been
Dang.
over a year now.
Yeah.
She's finally getting her signature shoe in 2025. So I guess it's not that long of a timeline, but it's like if you have Nike money, which is a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you have your own manufacturing and you're built out that quickly. I know companies that are getting shoes off Alibaba and bootlegs that they can get it done in 3 months. Like
Yeah.
I know it's a design process, I know everything, but it's like, bro, they should have had it ready for the start of the WNBA season.
They should have. Their timing
So
is very, very weird. You would think there would be set
mhm,
deadline, but it's kind of not. A lot of it rolls out like mid season or in the tail end. So
mhm.
I don't know.
Hey, speaking about timing, you got married.
I did get married. That was fun, dude. That was a blast. Just a
Right.
fun, like, chill wedding, chill weekend. Have all the friends and family around. Like, I feel like a lot of people aren't super like present at their wedding. From what I've heard, just like friends that have gotten married, they're like, "Oh yeah, I got married."
Depends on the size,
It
for
does,
sure.
100%. For us, we wanted it pretty small, like easy to manage at her parents' house by the pool. I was able to walk around and pretty much talk to everybody and, actually get to hang out and enjoy it. What a great photo. I love it. But
Look at that photo. Little photo. I don't know how I pulled that up so quickly, but
that was very quick.
yeah, little photo of the wedding. I agree. It was very intimate. It was very nice to be actually to hang out with you, especially with us traveling and like
Oh, yeah.
you never know with weddings, so it's tricky. And yeah, it definitely depends on the size of it. Like ours, there was definitely I think we had 160 or 180. It was like you were there, but like I didn't necessarily see you a ton, like dance floor
Yeah.
and stuff. But it was more traditional where there was just a lot more things to do and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a beautiful ceremony. Fun to be there, fun to see everybody, meet your friends and family. So thank you for the
It
invite.
wouldn't be the same without you, but it was a blast, dude. I can't complain at all. We're both still riding the high, talking about it all the time. We were just like, dude, that was
Oh yeah,
fun. That
yeah,
was
no,
fun. Can't
exactly.
complain at all. The only downside, we didn't hire anybody for photography and everything. Luckily, you brought your camera. I had mine, so I just sort of handed it off to her siblings, and they crushed it, dude. Everyone crushed it. We got so
Well,
many.
you know what's funny is we had a photographer. Sorry to cut you off. We had a photographer for our wedding. Paid quite a bit of money for it. I have my wedding photos on the computer right now.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can. The favorite wedding photos that I have are from the personal Fujifilm of people just ripping shots.
Yeah,
And so that honestly, it's like cameras are so good now that you can get away with that. And it's like that's like all my screensavers are the Fujifilm and stuff like that. So
that's what Anna was saying too. She was like, dude, it would have been more to hire a photographer probably than to like just buy the Fuji and give it to someone. Like they're just so much more
exactly.
authentic.
Exactly.
That's such a cool
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. They have just the filter. Yeah, here's our wedding venue in Winona.
Yeah. And
But
people
yeah, it's just
aren't
like it's one of those things where it's fun to just. Plus, you get the personal touch of like me taking the photo and
yeah.
everyone else that has a different eye than just the one professional. So there's pros and cons to both, but yeah,
Yeah.
great wedding. It was great.
Yeah. No, dude. The only downside was looking through, I think, 1,200 photos the day after, and everyone being like, "Send us the photos, post them to the website." I'm like, "I'm trying, dude. It only lets you upload 100 at a time, so this is gonna, it's gonna take
Oh,
them."
does it?
Yeah. So that part was fun, but so many
Yeah.
cool shots to look through. And her brother crushed it too. I handed him my FX3, and I was like, "The stabilization's pretty good. Just capture it." And he was like, "Okay, I'll try."
Yeah.
And turned out great. Turned out great. Like,
I
no
love it. I love it.
at all. But that was a blast. But I saw you did like a cool little thing at the game last night. Was that last night or the night before?
Yeah. It is. It'll be over by the time this podcast comes out, but
Auction.
um, yeah. So I've talked about it for a while. I've been doing custom cleats for Bailey Ober mainly for the last year. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah.
And we ended up doing a charity auction for a couple of pairs, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which we've talked about for a while. But it finally came around. It was waiting until June, and all the proceeds are going to charity and the Twins organization for around Minnesota that they helps youth baseball, which is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
there's 2 pairs that we put up for auction, and they are currently live until Thursday at 6 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Eastern. The Kobe 4 Phillies, current bid, couple of bids right now, $500. Not too bad.
Dude, like that's such
Pretty
a
cool.
cool collector's piece to have too. Like if you're a fan, like that'd be so dope. And it's a cool pair of shoes too.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, my favorite pair is the Sabrina 2 Bayous. Nobody has bid on these yet at $400. And these show a lot of wear and tear, which is pretty cool. They're very raw, double
Yeah.
signature. Not as if you're a collector, it's not as good of a signature because it's on the side with a marker because the toe box is canvas. I think that's kind of pushing people away a little bit, but they looked really good on the mound, dude. So
Yeah. Oh, they definitely did. And you had
yeah,
did
this
they,
will be
did
what was
they
that?
those seats, by the way?
Yes, we got
That was
some
cool.
free tickets. So
Just the like pan
yeah,
over.
no, it was
It's like that's gnarly.
yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't know they would have them like front and center on display, which was really cool. So if you're listening, I guess I'll toss this on the Beyond Kicks story. Just hey, there's a couple things up because I know that there's people that have DM'd us asking about cleats and stuff. So one of the guys that's bidding on the Kobe's actually is DM me like months ago, like asking if they were ever going to go on sale, and I was like, actually, yeah, we're doing a charity auction, and now he's bidding on them. So hopefully he wins them. Shout out Mike, I think it is. So
That's tight, dude.
yeah, pretty cool. We're gonna try to make it an every year thing because it's like I
Mhm.
only want to keep so many pairs, and like there's a lot that we've done. So yeah,
Yeah.
and then just to parlay it too, Chris Paddock was wearing the Obsidians that I gave him as well. So last
Ooh.
night, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So we have another pair in the works for him, and then Joe Ryan getting some Antas on foot as well. So
I love that. That's fire. Well, outside of
yeah,
that, let's talk about some pickups, or is there anything else
yeah,
you want to cover on your end?
go for it. Go
What you been
for it. No, I'm just I'm glad to be home, done traveling. Content's like getting back in the works now. It was the month of traveling, and we're back, baby.
Yeah, dude, you were out. You were everywhere, literally like landing from an event, going to another event, and then coming to the
Yeah.
wedding and then the trip. Like,
I did the math. It was 11 states stayed
yeah,
in 30 days in a month. So with the road trip. So we're back
yeah.
now.
It's always exciting to get back into content. And yeah, now that all the wedding stuff is over, I'm like finally
Yeah,
focused
exactly.
on mine again. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to get back into it. I was planning on getting back into it Monday, but Monday was literally spent just getting through all the photos and videos from the wedding. I was like, oh, well, I
Mhm.
guess I'll just put this off a little bit longer, but hey, now we're
Clips
cooking.
coming back too for the socials. So
Hell yeah.
it's been busy. But podcasts, we're not missing any more weeks. That's kind of when our pros has been consistent, but
Yeah, I mean,
life
can't
comes first.
right? You know, it's life. For pickups,
All right, what do you got? You've had some
Adidas.
fun stuff, right?
I do have some pretty fun stuff. The Adizero EVO SL. I wore these to the gym today, just to sort of,
EVOSL, is that how you say it?
or the Evo SL. I don't know. I don't know how you say it.
You,
But
I've been in my mentally. I've been saying because that they sent me those early with the Twins deal last December, and it was in the box, and it was like early release. I was not even supposed to do anything with them, and then now they've like really rolled them out. But I was saying Evo SL, and so it's been drilled in my brain Evo SL, and then I saw your review, and it was EVO SL. I was like, what? It, not like I'm right or you're right, but it was just like one of those things where it's like I'm like, wait, what?
That's true. Yeah, no, I have no idea what they're actually called, but super comfortable, super dope shoe. I would wear these every day if I could. We'll see. It may just be the new beater. Hopefully, if it's not pouring rain tomorrow, I'm gonna actually go on a good run with them. So we'll see how they are. But sent me a little care package with some other goodies as well. If you saw the video, you know. But tons of fun
If you
stuff.
didn't, go watch it.
Exactly. On another note, finally got my Jound ASICS Keanu 14s in, both of them. I haven't even worn them yet because I don't know if you're like this, but I don't like to fully like wear a shoe until I get B-roll, all that stuff for them because I think they just look crisper. So I haven't like decided if I want to do a review yet. For some reason, I like never review Jound shoes, like the brown pair up there. I never did a review on them. I just got them and I was too hyped. And
You should do it on this because this is like your silhouette, and you can tee it up like you already know. My Keanu 14s are my favorite. Like
exactly.
now, my favorite.
So
With them. You definitely should because this is a you shoe for sure.
all day. So I've been toying around the idea. I'll probably do a video later this week or early next on them just to sort of show off all the details because there's really the only thing I notice that these pairs have that others don't. And I know I've talked about it before, but no other Keanu 14 has the black bars right here. I don't know why Jound, the only brand that does that, but in my head, it also kind of makes a J. So if you look at both sides, it's like J, 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 J. I doubt that's the reasoning, but I just think them makes them look cool. And yeah, it's my favorite shoe. They're just so dope. And I also got early access to the Gel Quantum 360s. So definitely hyped on those. Outside of that, Pool House, New York sent some clothes, this shirt and some dope pants. The shirt fits like a freaking muscle shirt and it's like so small. So I'm like, okay, that's maybe not for me. But if you haven't checked out Pool House New York stuff, I'm a huge fan of their just blank t-shirts. They're pricey. They're like $60, but like they're the perfect cropped fit. Everything about them just fits my body perfectly. So that's my like going out t-shirt if I want to look a little more
I've
basic.
seen you wear those before.
Like they're just gnarly. I love them. But last thing, finally got a backpack for all of my camera gear by I think it's Brevite, whatever you call them. But you open it up. Yeah, you open it up. Room for all of your gear. There's also like a side zipper for quick access to my camera when I'm on the road. But yeah, dude, it just holds all of my stuff. I've been messing around with all the dividers to make sure it's perfect, but should be the best brand trip / travel backpack for all of my gear. I'm going to put it to the test in the next like week or so, but so hyped because there's been so many times where I want to bring my FX3 places, but I'm like, I'm not just going to throw this in my backpack because that would be ridiculous. So now it's a little bit safer. And there's actually like little loops for all of the zippers. So makes it harder for someone to like walk up behind you and just unzip because you have to actually like go slide it through. So everything's safe in there. But yeah, it's dope. I'm excited to finally use it. But what'd you get for pickups?
Yeah, I have a Brevet bag as well.
You do?
I was trying to find it. I got it. When did I get it? I got it years ago. I've used it for
Really?
years, and it's still the best bet, bro. It's starting to deteriorate a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
like some frame and stuff. But oh,
Makes
here it
sense.
is. Here it is. I think this is the only image I can find of it.
Yeah.
It got discontinued a couple years ago, and it's like the best bag. All right, this is like some random sketchy website I'm finding it on. Just a photo of it.
Really? I've seen there's like
Here
a
it is.
few different styles that they like don't sell anymore.
This is the one
Yeah,
I
I've seen
have.
that one. Interesting.
So
Yeah, so
that's
this
the one I've used for literally years. I don't even know it had a side pocket, but
that's
yeah, it's yeah, they're good bags. They hold up. Shout out to them for sure. Free promo.
now I'm more hyped and they didn't send it to me. So maybe I'll do a review just to
Sure.
see how much of my camera gear I
I
can
think you know
actually
what's
fit
funny is
there.
I think Chance worked with him like
Oh,
way
really?
back when. Yeah.
Interesting. Dude, I'm excited. This weekend is Atlanta Sneaker Con and Chance is going to be there and I haven't seen him in a
There you go.
minute.
Catch up
So
with them. I
hyped to
know.
catch up. Should be fun.
First pick up here. Shawshang.
Oh,
The Pier Money Jordan 3s.
I
Or the
like those.
white elephants, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that these were. I mean, shout out to Champs.
Mhm.
I honestly didn't even know they were dropping really, but they are stupid clean, and they are definitely one that's going to get into the rotation. I still have the Black Cats on ice, the Black Cat 3s. So
Mhm.
this paired with those is kind of like the everyday flip flop opposite pack, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I've been wearing the Lucky Shorts 3s a ton, so that's kind of been the go to beater.
It's hard to beat those. Like the colorway is just perfect on the Lucky Shorts, but to have an all white pair, like, it's also an essential.
I agree.
It's just easy to wear. Is there
Yeah, the
like
material on the
patent?
Lucky Shorts super nice.
Does it have a lot of patent leather on it?
Just on that
Or
strip that you have on the 3s. So that's
so
the
not
Lucky
bad.
Shorts is
That,
suede, which I like better. But
yeah, that was the one thing about the Black
uh,
Cat 3, like, was the patent leather.
yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a little, I don't know, piano black, patent
Yeah,
black is
no,
just not
not,
my favorite.
not for
But
me.
EQLZ, basketball shoe company I've worked with in the past, they collabed with one of my favorite NBA players of all time, good old Nate Robinson, Mr. 3-time NBA dunk champion, absolute stud. Look at how
Yeah.
sick these are.
Their dude, their designs are just so unique. They don't need all of like the crazy branding on them. It's more about the silhouette and I love that. I love that about
Look at how
EQ.
good this shoe looks. It's very they were kind of going after the classic uh New York Knicks jerseys, which you can see when he won the dunk contest on the
Yeah.
front of the box. And the whole like Nate Robinson like Hulk vibe type deal.
Yeah.
And they did it on both of their models, so this is their other model as well. The iridescent green looks so cool though.
Just pops, dude. That's
Yeah,
fun.
very nice, very nice. So hyped to review those. And then big hyped. Some of the first golf seating I've got. I'm
Hey.
pumped about golf content. I've had a few phone calls with some companies. I've recorded multiple videos here already coming out. Just now that I'm back from travel, I've been playing a lot. Got some new clubs. Like my golf love is like all time high right now. And then I don't know how Reebok saw anything, but Reebok's Instagram DM me and they said, "Hey, do you want to check out our upcoming Reebok Club C's golf shoes?" And I was like, yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
I don't mind that.
Did you get a pair of these?
No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay. You were reaching around. I was like, maybe they're not even
I'm
focusing on golf guys,
I was
but
pushing something to the side. It was kicking my foot.
okay. Uh, Reebok golf hoodie, kind of dope. It's like a whole pack, which I was not expecting. Got some little golf ball kit,
That's fun.
little tumbler, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the shoes, they just happen to send me the best colorway too. Boom.
Don't you love when that
Navy and sail Club C golf shoes. How
I love
nice is that? Sick plaid pattern on the inside, classic golf. So I'm hyped about these. Club C's are one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Reeboks. They're very comfortable. I've had the Notra collab in the past that I loved. So this I'm like stoked about.
I can agree with that. The Club C probably is my favorite as well. I mean, it's just the most wearable. Like I love Questions as well, but you know, can't wear those every day. Club C, I still see every like that is people love that shoe. So why not?
Exactly. And then the last pickup, another one I'm pretty hyped about. I got my new watch in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty stoked.
That's
there you go.
Good.
Yeah,
That
Omega
great.
Yeah, they had the shout out to Richter and Phillips in Cincinnati. My new Omega and Rolex dealer. I don't know when the next one will happen, probably years and years away, but the Seamaster is like perfect, dude. It's got the translucent back case, perfect condition, used. I thought it was a couple years old. It turns out it was purchased in November of 2024, so it's only a couple months old. But I got a very good deal on it. Shout out to them. Huge fan of how they worked with me. It was super simple. Overnighted it. And then big shout out to Phil. Unheard of Phil. He connected me with them. So he walked me through the whole process. Basically, I was set on a Speed Master. And he's like, well, have you checked out the Seamaster 300s? And it's a diving watch. So I can dive up to 300 meters. This little valve right here is for hydrogen release. So that when you dive down and you gain hydrogen, you can release the hydrogen when you come up, like when they release it from their diving suits so that it doesn't pressurize and you don't get super thick, so it doesn't warp. So it's a legit diving watch. But yeah, the Panda, the black and white, it's beautiful. I've been geeking about this since I put it on my wrist. It fits perfectly. Super cool box. I have a video coming out about that.
You should.
Maybe today. Maybe today. I gotta post something today, but I've already recorded the unboxing and stuff. But yeah, I'm
good.
I'm very pumped about it. It's kind of one of those things that I've been like years. I'm like, I want to get like a watch, and finally did it. So part of the Omega family.
Hell yeah, dude! And that face just looks so clean. I love it.
It goes with everything. The white face gives a little pop. Black bezel. I like to before I done geeking about it, the numbers that they did, it's dots that glow in the dark too. So the face glows when it's in the dark. It gets charged up for the sun. But it's like, it's not Roman numerals. It's not numbers. Like, I just love the simple design. And then it's got the date on the bottom too as well with the little pop of red on the Seamaster logo. So
that's sick. I love it.
I'm very pumped about it. I'm like very, very, I was geeking waiting for the packet. I was in the middle of a phone call with a brand new golf company, and phone call 4 minutes in, I'm like, FedEx is here. I need to sign for this. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I know this is like, I met you like 3 minutes ago. I got to put you on hold, man. Like, I got to go get this thing. Like, so.
I don't blame you at all. I
yeah.
would do the thing.
Yep.
But so sick.
So, yeah.
Congrats.
There you go. That's like the best pickup I've had all year, I think.
I would say so. Kind of trumps everything. Why not?
Maybe. Let's get into some news.
Let's do it. There's a lot.
Yeah, let's rip through it. First of all, the big Jordan 40 embargo launched at 6 a.m. this morning. I got an email about it that the embargo is up, even though I don't have a pair or anything like that. But we got it. We got it. It's finally, dude. Sick. It's sick.
A lot of people are like mid, boring. And you know what it is? It doesn't have to be like super crazy with all the overlays and flashy. I just think this looks like a good silhouette. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not offensive. Anyone can wear it. You can rock it casually. I know Trae Young's been wearing them. Like, it's a cool looking shoe. It's definitely not like, you know, anything like, whoa, that's the Air Jordan 40. But Like it's a good looking
Yeah.
shoe. This white and black looks solid. And I know in the near future, I know in that email they said there's like 2 or 3 other colorways releasing this year. I think it's like a blue suede and like a maroon.
I would bet. Yep.
I think it's what they said, and they're just trickling them throughout the year. But I know when I was at All Star, they showed us this shoe. They showed us, I think, 3. No, they actually didn't even show us this one in hand. I forget. They pulled out a laptop and had sort of like an animated PowerPoint to walk us through like the whole process of the all the different inspirations. And in that email we got today, it sort of broke it down, just like what each little detail is taken from or which model in the Jordan brand lineup, which is pretty cool. But some of the later colorways, I don't know when they're going to be releasing, but they will be paying homage to like iconic like Air Jordan colorways. Like I know there's a Ferrari 14 pair coming out that has like,
That could be good.
yeah, like red suede, yellow details, like to make it look like that sneaker. Off the top of my head, I don't remember which other ones they talked about, but there will be some. And I think like that's cool because no one's going to be playing basketball professionally or even unprofessionally in like Ferrari 14s right now. So it's cool to have something that's similar to that. So I'm on board for it. I think it's a cool looking shoe. $200, little pricey for today and age, but I think there's a lot of tech in it too, if I'm not mistaken. So why not?
It's kind
But
of
what
a
do you
big
think?
one.
Outside of it looking cool.
Yeah, my only thing is I want to know how heavy they are. They look a little bulky. And I know the 39 was a very popular one that a lot of NBA players played in, and it was more on the performance side. It definitely was a good looking shoe. This feels like it could be worn off the court more than the 39. It also looks just a little on the heavy side. Like even the LeBron 21 looked a little on the heavy side, but it wasn't. It was pretty normal. This definitely looks a little chunkier, which I'm not mad with, but I'm just curious how much they weigh.
Especially that
Like the
top down.
81's definitely on the heavier side for a
Yeah.
basketball shoe.
But like the top down view of these, the midfoot does look a little bit like wider. Like,
There's a lot of material. Like
Yeah.
there's just a lot there. So it's a good looking shoe. Objectively, I think it's not bold. It's not unbold. There's enough going on where I think people can be happy. I think it's a hit. I think the 39 was a hit. I think this is a hit.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a low top. Or at least like lowish. Maybe it's a mid kind of, but it looks like a low top.
And I'm going to say it too. I think the launch color is a hit too. Black, white with a little tan on the inside. It's simple. It's not a crazy color scheme. It's not like Air Max DN where they do like a really over the top color scheme. This is very professional. It's very clean.
Yeah.
Different sets of laces in there, sail and black on the media photos. Like it's a good, it's very like launch colorway esque.
Yeah. And I think I saw some previews on Instagram of the second and third colorways, the blue and the red. The blue is this like sort of pale-ish baby blue, so it's not like, loud in your face like this is royal blue. So I think the direction they're taking is solid. Same thing with the red. It's more muted. It looks more mature. It's not like bold, playful colors, but we'll see. First colorway.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Jordan legacy. Like this is it. Like this is the model that built Nike. Like,
True.
we don't need to be bold with this.
I agree. So
I like it.
see you in the next few weeks. Yeah.
Exactly. Black Cat 4s.
These look. Is it just me,
How are
or
we
do
feeling
these
on
look
these?
better than the ones that
Did I
drop?
say matte black? Matte black?
Yeah, like it's just a different black. I think it looks better.
We both like posed questions and then neither of us answered it. We're a little rusty from our week off.
True.
Yeah, it's I agree. It's have you ever heard of Vanta Black?
Yeah.
BW. Vanta Black is the darkest black that you can possibly put on something. And it's so black that it absorbs all the color around it. And it's like BMW did a Vanta Black BMW, and it's like you can't even see the body lines.
Yeah.
This is like if they said that we're going to do the black hat in a Vanta Black, because it's very matte black, very, very muted. There's no reflecting going off besides where the laces go through.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. It looks good. I think, you know, what would be really cool on this? Maybe I'll get a pair and get like Jordan to do it. Like the raw edging with the 3M, just like the black or the metallic 5s.
Yeah. That would look good, actually.
I think that could be cool. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I've never been a Black Cat 4 guy. I made quite a bit of money reselling them back in the day. Yeah.
I would rock these. I don't know. The black looks more like dark gray to me too. And maybe it's just the photos, especially on the heel. But I like them. Do you think these are going to fly off the shelves?
Yeah, it's not. No. These will be like 250 to 300, little over retail. I mean, it's like I think people have been waiting for this, especially with how expensive the OG Black Cats are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they will sell. I gotta say it, like I'm not a huge fan of the new structure of the Jordan 4. Like it's not as good as like the 2016 pairs. Like that was like peak design. Now like they did it with a little bit with the Jordan 1s, but they've kind of reflipped it where now they're doing the 85 style, which I really like, and they've kind of recovered a little bit. But like new 4s are all like the SB 4s. They're a little puffy. And I say that because my white cement 4s, I thought I was going to be wearing them to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of been hesitating a little bit. Like, I'm just like, it's a little on the puffy side. I've been resorting to my metallic 5s and my Lucky Short 3s, like when I'm tossing stuff on just to wear, just because it's like, it's got the little bit of the Jordan 4 RN syndrome where it's not the Nigel, where it's tight and it's really nice. It's just like, it's a little like the GR Jordan 4 RM. So I don't know if I'm soloing that. But this looks to be the exact same style just because I see the tongue and how it's laying, and the back collar is definitely on the puffy side. So I don't know. Voice your comments.
Yeah, let us know. I'd have to see them both. Like, I would love to see side by side to compare sort of like the differences or the upgrades between the two. But yeah, I get that.
So this is a fun one. Stranger Things, getting a Nike Dunk.
Yeah, these aren't bad. I just had to throw these in here because, hey, I mean, Stranger Things is sick. Show's about to come to an end. I think there's like, what, 3 releases this year for the like final season. They're dropping it in 3 parts, if I'm not mistaken. So this one's cool. Definitely looks like worn in, beat to the ground, like a vintage pair of Dunks. I don't think it's that bad. Dunks are kind of over, you know.
They're based on a Nike Dunk High. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah. These are
Sure,
cool.
now I'm never gonna be able to find the photo.
Of course, but yeah, you got like
go.
cracked white paint on the upper.
This is just a YouTube thumbnail of
Oh, well, that's cool.
they're based on a 1985 to 1990 Dunk High with the badging. I know this is a curated van photo too, just because of the cement, but yeah, this is like the weirdest reference. But yeah, those are the Dunk they're based off of.
So. I didn't know that. I like that. They should have just done it on the actual like high though, in my opinion. But you know, lows are more popular, and I feel like the audience for Stranger Things would rather have a low.
These you'll definitely see people wear these
for sure. For sure.
Those they even did the Nike upside down.
Mm-hmm. Some cool.
Like you're in the upside down.
I like it.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's like for being like a gimmicky themed shoe, it's like one that you're definitely gonna see these on the street just because it's cool.
And there's no like crazy branding either. Like if you don't know what this is, you're not gonna know. But if you know, you're like, oh, Stranger Things, sick. Like, just looks like a solid in
Yeah,
Paradon.
just on the underside of the tongue tag.
Yeah, not bad.
Uh this one I'm actually kind of pumped about. The Air Max 95 is getting an SB variant, and they're bringing in Air Costin, and it actually looks good.
I don't mind this. I don't mind this one bit. I just really want to know, like, you know, how they skate. But these are like sort of Michigan colors as well. Like, oh, now we get to actually see the outsole.
Yeah, so it looks like they changed it. It's way flatter than an original Air Max 90. So like these I could see being feasible as a skate shoe. And as a non-skater, I could see it because it's more way flatter and there's not as much undulation in between parts of the rubber.
Yeah, I would be interested. I just want to try them out. But yeah, navy and yellow, some metallic or 3M hits in there. I don't think it's bad. I'm just curious to
Costin, the
see
tongue tag on one and Air Max on the other.
that I like. That I do like. And I like that there's the yellow mesh like under the white mesh too. I think that looks cool.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. That's cool.
Hopefully it's breathable because I feel like this would be a hot shoe to skate in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely on the thicker side. A lot of layering with the materials, especially with 95s, how they originally are. There is some like ribbing as well in between the fabric that kind of goes up to the laces, which is interesting looking. There's just like not even a skate shoe. It just looks like, yeah, it's Michigan color. It just works, I think.
Yeah.
It's just very well designed. So, yeah, good job. $190 coming holiday 2025.
I mean, I know like the Jordan 4 SBs were expensive, but these are $190. Like, imagine paying $190 to skate in a shoe and destroy it. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot of cheddar.
When like SB dunks are readily available now.
Yeah. Or you can just get any skate shoe from any other brand where majority of the time they're under $100. Like, I don't know. The average,
Bingo. Exactly.
I do not think will be rocking those.
I agree. Plus, it's like it's a weird model. People don't really know what it's about yet.
Yeah. It's probably just going to be like Nike pro athletes skating in them for promo. I can't imagine someone's like, finally, the Air Max 95 I can skate in. Like, I want to know who the audience is for this shoe.
We will find out holiday season.
True.
What are we thinking about this next one?
Dude, I don't know.
Nike coming out with a new sneaker loafer, but it's like
Yeah.
it's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, well, this colorway, to be fair, is from the Serena Williams like design lab team. I think the first colorway we saw was just triple black. I don't think these are good, dude. The midsole's too chunky. It looks like an Air Max Sunder kind of midsole on a loafer. And you know, the pull tab kind of ruins it for me too. Like it's way too high. Like I just don't know what they were thinking. Just like leave it to the 1906L or any of the other sneaker loafers out there. They didn't have to do this.
No, this was a miss. This was them trying to get on the sneaker loafer trend. And it's just bad, bro. The back heel tab is ridiculously high. Like it is like towering over the entire shoe. Even the back heel has padding. The patent leather strip, terrible. The midsole is atrocious. Like it's so tall. I showed these to Abby and I was like, because she was like, all right, the New Balance one's a little corny, but like I get it. That she was like, what is this? Like this is so like ugh.
It's getting out of control. Do we know what the retail
Yeah, I gotta send this to some of my sneaker loafer friends and see what they think about them. $155.
I mean, like, I guess that's not too bad. Like I think New Balances is 160 or 170, but
Yeah, but they look good. Like, I
yeah,
don't even think the retail matters when nobody's gonna buy them. Who's
exactly.
wearing this?
Nike heads,
Serena Williams fans, I guess? I don't know.
maybe. I don't even know. It's a weird one. Not for
This
me.
is the 70% off, sitting for like $38 in the Nike clearance section with no lid on the top in like a year.
Truly.
I don't see a single buyer base for this. The people that are wearing sneaker loafers are like cool dressers. Like they have style.
Yeah.
Maybe this is so ugly that it works. Like maybe that's the only way I could see this working. But it's like this is bad, dude. This is bad.
And maybe it's just this colorway too, but also I remember seeing the triple black one and being like having a similar feeling, but this colorway doesn't do it justice at all.
Let me see. You know what it reminds me of?
Tell me.
Okay, look at this. This is a really funny photo too. Boom. Reminds me of like a 90s speedboat.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see
The
the
drop top.
That's so funny, actually.
Bro, come on.
This has to
Look
be
at it's like a direct with the white on top. I literally just Googled purple 90s speedboat, and this is like the third image that popped up. Like,
That's
come
great.
on, bro.
That's so funny. Oh
That
my
that's
Ugh,
there you go. You got the
not
purple
it.
90s speedboat loafers.
It's not it,
Nope.
dude.
Not it is right.
Mm-mm-mm.
This one I think's sneaky hit.
Yeah.
Aurora Lee debuting the never seen before New Balance 204L, the 204L silhouette.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
Boom.
This is one that the fashion boys and girls would go after. And I think I added like 2 or 3 other collaborators that have already showcased their take on this model.
Mhm.
I think these look really good. It is very similar though to is it Miu Miu, the Miu Miu New Balances that dropped like a
I know
year
what you're
ago
talking about, yep.
or 2 years ago that retailed for like $1,200, and I really like those because they did the double lacing deal like we're seeing on this pair right now, and they looked good. But these are just sort of like a takedown version of those where I'm like, I don't think this is bad. None of these colorways are really like selling me off rip. Like they're all fine, and I would wear
The
all of them.
the mesh, the Aurora Lee one that was debuted, this mesh is
Yeah.
very nice. It's very 2002R, 1906R, a lot of mesh. It's just like I don't know if tight's the word, but it's like the back heel being that nice leather is always my indicator. Like the inside sock liner, if it's like a nice quality shoe and they put the nice stuff there, it's like thin body lines, but there's still a lot of layering. The outsole is really shallow, but like they look comfortable. Like I could see my wife wearing these. I could
All
see
day.
these just out and about. And then the gray pair that was debuted from Basket Case, without the crazy laces, looks. It's almost like a gray pony hair, but it looks good. Like I've never seen pony hair look good, but it looks good.
I don't know what it is. I'm a huge fan of the double lacing thing that people are doing now. It has to be the right kind of laces though. I think when it's like
Really?
what what Miu Miu did, they had like one that was orange and one that was like tan, but the orange was like a rope lace. So it had like a completely different texture, or they would do the rope lace and like a leather lace, like a thin leather lace that's like dark brown. So it like contrasts very well. I don't think they did that with these, but yeah, like that, dude, I think it's just a little more put together. The different textures, it just makes it look a little
Fair enough. Fair enough. It is very similar of a model to those.
right. And I'm like, well, I did really want
Not
those,
bad.
but I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on one shoe from New Balance. Like, it's a good takedown.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see what other colorways they come out with, but this may be the one. Might be the one.
You know what's funny is New Balance and ASICS just stay ahead of the curve, man. Like
Dude.
the Loafer deal, they were the first to it. Like it just was a hit. Like I guess Hoka did it quickly, but New Balance kind of knocked it out of the park. And
Yeah.
then like the low top soccer shoe vibe that's going on right now with the Jack Harlow pairs and just that whole thing, like they're on it. And like this low Mew top, like the Mew Mew, and then the new model that we got, like another just like ahead of the curve hit, like very low profile shoes are in right now. I can definitely see it with the UK fashion heads and just like TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just they're not playing catch up, and that's why they're still winning.
They're leading, dude.
They're
And
not getting 90 speedboats.
it's so cool to see. And dude, I was thinking about this because I was trying to figure out what I want to wear to SneakerCon this weekend. Probably going to wear like a pair of Jown. And I remember like 2 years ago wearing New Balance and ASICS and runners to a SneakerCon and having people be like, that's what you decided to wear? Like, why aren't you wearing Jordans? Or like, what are those? You're just wearing some GR Kayanos? And I'm like, yeah, these are fire.
Bro, I'm ahead of the curve.
And I'm like, oh, now it's like all I see when I go to sneaker cons. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I told you. I told you.
Exactly.
So that's the move. It's cool.
Another banger. First look at the Invincible ASICS Gel Nimbus 10.1 HTTP 404. I didn't even know that was the name of it, but that's a fun play on words. The air screen you get when you're like on a web page. These are gas. These are insane.
The one note I have, they kind of piss me off because they're just exactly like the 1906 deconstructed whatever one, where the logo is sort of like coming off the side of the shoe. I'm like, really? Like New Balance is actively doing that right now, and now you drop one with ASICS. I'm like, okay, like I guess there's room for everybody. But
I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like this colorway a lot though. Blue, metallic, white, like chef's kiss. Looks great.
Yeah, it's sick. I gotta pull up this other tab too because they did some really cool promo images behind us. Yeah, I have not bought like a lot of shoes this year. This is gonna be one that I think I pick up just because it's like I could see myself wearing these all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool promo images, like all black and white, and then just the shoe. This one I thought was super cool with the broken glass.
Yeah.
This one's sick. Like just like the whole rollout. It's very like Hal Studios where it's like,
yeah,
the promo is selling me where I'm like, the photo shoot in Iceland on the Gel 1130s. Like, I need these. Like, this is so cool. Like this, I didn't even know it was the HTTPs, the 404. I didn't know that was like the theme. I thought it was just a blue pair of ASICs. And yeah, it does have a little deconstructed from New Balance, which I didn't even think about. But you know what I think sold me, and it's the same thing that sold me on the 2002R Rain Clouds, that it's like the dumbest thing ever. The exposed foam tongue.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about that, but whenever I see that, it's like, oh, I'm buying these. And it's like one of those things that it's so dumb, but it's like,
it's so
yeah,
dumb.
bro. These with some blue jeans, like,
because I'm the exact same way with the exposed foam. Yeah. Like this weekend for the wedding, I was wearing the hard copy Adidas BWs, dude, and they have like this just super plush exposed foam on the tongue. And every time I look down and see that, I'm like, yeah, these are fire. But it looks like just such a normal shoe. But it's that one little thing. I'm special. I love it. These are sick though. I gotta get a pair.
Yeah, these are one that's gonna sell out, and then people are gonna see them and then want to go and get them, and the prices are gonna be like sneaky high. Like the Sneaker Politics Kayano 14s, I think those are like $350 right now for a new pair. And it's like one of those that it's like you don't really think about it, and then it's like, I should go back and go get those, and then it's like, ooh, now they're like expensive. So
yeah, and I'm
glad we're talking about this because now I got it locked in June 29th. I'm picking them up.
Perfect. gonna put that on my calendar too. But yeah, same thing with those sneaker politics ones. Like,
You might have
would
to wait
think,
because they're dropping exclusively at Soulbox Paris, and then a wide release is expected in July. So I don't know if
okay,
we'll be able to get them until July, but
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll wait. But I keep having to tell
yes,
Anna 'cause she's actually been
yes.
the sneaker politics Keanu's more recently, and like when she wears a shoe, she
Mhm.
wears like she'll mess it up. And she like wore him to Orange Theory the other day and was like running in them, and I was like, like if you mess those up, like and can't get another pair, like I'm probably not gonna spend $300-400. She was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, they go for that much?" I was like, "They do." She's like, "Huh, well, whatever." It's like that's funny. It's just funny. You don't think
makes you
something.
rethink just a little bit.
I know, and I hate that I think like that too, because odds of me like rebuying a shoe just because I like wore it into the ground are so low, unless I like really really loved it. Like just wear it.
I don't know if I've ever done that. I think I have double up some stuff.
Yeah,
Um, like the metallic 85s because they were like $90. I'm like, well, we're gonna wear this shoe to the ground. The white cement four, same deal. But like the only shoe that I could see myself actually picking up after I've already worn them to the ground is the Rain Cloud 2002Rs, which are restocking soon. So that is one that I will get another pair. And
see,
the 85 lows, like the navy pair and the white and gray, like those are pretty worn in, and I need to get some more pairs of. But
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to like sit down and really think which ones I would like if I'm gonna get another pair. It's because I love the silhouette or the model, so I'm just gonna get another colorway that I like.
Mhm.
So like I was looking at all my Keanu
There you
14s
go.
the other day, and I got like 6 freaking pairs. I was like, this is crazy. I got to take a photo of all of them or something.
Yeah, you do.
Nuts.
Adidas Mega Ride AG
Oh,
bounces into action.
is this the one that Arab Lincoln took the photos of?
The one who should not be named. Yes.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is
Yes.
about this shoe. It's not showing up in the feed. Um, but dude,
Ooh.
they're
Says I'm sharing
sick.
screen. Let me do that.
Try it one more time. Let's see.
Boom. Can you see it?
Now we're cooking. But bro, these are fire.
There we go.
These are fire. And we've been talking about like Nike Shocks making a comeback. They're not really moving all that much. I don't really think these will move
Mm-mm.
all that much
Mm-mm.
either. But dude, these are like it's just cool. Super futuristic, like springboard midsole, and the upper just sells me, dude. It looks so fast. I want this colorway too, but I know this is like the sample one that they made 60 of or something along those lines. So probably not going to get this colorway.
Is
But
that the case?
I think that's what someone said that on a post. So
Yeah, it's sick.
yeah, 60
Sample
pairs.
colorway indicates what to expect from new lifestyle silhouette is launched later this year. Yep.
Hmm. But yeah,
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. I like it.
it's
The
interesting.
Reebok Zigtex was like one of the dope shoes I wore as a kid, and this is very like it's kind of similar, shocky or just like a crazy looking midsole.
Yeah. And it's like new without being like super new. Like it's got that retro iconic look to it. I just want a pair.
Mhm.
I want to try them out. Dang, that back heel is so slim. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks good. I like it. Yeah, I think you know what I think it is every shoe has a foam midsole now, and so when we see a shoe without a foam midsole and it's just some sort of different material, it's like, ooh, this is kind of different. And I think that's kind of one of those things where it's like everything has foam in it now. Boost foam, some sort of padding, 3D something like. But you see like plastic, like kind of throw back to the early 2000s, like ooh,
Yeah.
a little different.
That's so true. That's probably what it is. Cause instantly when I saw those, I was like, oh, different, need it, love it. Like this is good. So I guess we'll
Yeah, it's
see.
just different. Or like air midsole, I think you could lump in with foam just because it's like, it's kind of been around forever.
Yeah. And it's in basically everything. Like there's so many models. that have air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cool.
This next one is very opposite, very futuristic. Adidas is turning the Clima Cool into a shoe with lacing and a regular tongue.
Yeah, this one threw me off because I saw just like an ad for it for like someone that was doing like a pop up sell at their store, and I was like, the hell? I didn't even know this was a thing that was coming out, but I I, I don't know. Maybe they're good. Maybe they are. I'd have to really try them to know. Like, I don't know. Probably make some, just fit a little better. I would think. Eh,
Yeah, I agree. I love that's kind of one of my gripes with 3D printed shoes. The tongues are always non-movable and it's hard to get your foot in. And I want to slip a pair of shoes on and they're like, you really got to jam it in. Plus, if you're wearing socks, it's like, forget about it. So this with a lacing and a tongue might make the shoe wearable, like everyday wise. It's going to be inside materials. I wish they would like leather line the inside material or something so it's not so sticky like to your sock. Maybe
yeah,
a thought. And that kind of defeats the purpose of being super breathable and like waterproof basically, but
that's a good.
that's another kind of issue I've had with 3D printed shoes. It's like they're kind of hard to rock with socks. They are hard to rock with socks. So yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely want to get a pair of these and check them out. And I don't colorway is pretty boring, but
but it's different. It's like gray when typically they just use that butter yellow sort of color. So it's interesting. I like to see them switch
yeah.
it up, but I would love to try these because I love the pair that I have, but they are like slightly too small where I can't wear them with socks. Like I kind of have to wear them barefoot because if I don't, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
sock just gets so bunched up and it's impossible to adjust when it's on your foot. So we'll see. We'll see. There's potential, I guess.
I agree. I agree. Finally here we got Jtips. This
Yeah.
is from like a couple hours ago, I think.
It was very recent, yeah, when I saw this, but we
Uh,
got teased 4 colorways of the Saucony Pro Grid Triumph 4 Flowers Grow Uptown. It's not too bad. Uh I really want to love these, but just something about the bold colors. I'm like, it depends. It really depends. I will say these are probably the best that I've seen from Jtips and Saucony. Kind of
yeah,
like,
it's yeah, it's a little try hard on the colors. They're
yeah,
sick. The green pair, I think it was, I really liked. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like mixed on them. I don't know. I've
yeah.
never had a pair of Jtips, so it's like a little different, but yeah, they're not bad.
I think it's the flower on the side that's sort of throwing me off. If it didn't have that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's a small detail, but I don't know. I hope people go crazy for these because, dude, his audience, his fan base has been so great and like respectful and just like they eat up anything that he puts
Mhm.
out. And I love that. And not that any of it's bad. I just don't think any of it is my style that I would personally, wear or go for. But these are cool.
Mhm.
These are cool. I'd probably wear all of them. You have to put together an outfit because they're
Yeah.
very, very bold.
I've been getting kind of crazy with the shoes I've been wearing. I've been wearing the Vandy, the pink
Yeah.
pair, and then the Piggy Riders or Piggy Runners
I
from
like
Phil
that.
and Unheard of. Those have kind of been my bold toss them on, and it's kind of like I'm wearing pink shoes, like a little different, but it's a good vibe to switch it up every once in
Yeah.
a while. So that's bold.
Have you been for the Vandies? Which laces do you use?
I took out the fuzzy ones. I
Okay.
put in the regular laces.
Because,
Makes it a little less bold, just
yeah,
just a little bit. I know it takes away from the storytelling, but like I'm not storytelling on I'm not promoting the shoe. Like I'm just wearing them and I like the regular laces. So
That's so true. Because how many times has someone walked up to you and been like, "What is the story behind that shoe? What is
never, not even at a sneaker con, never compliment. Nope, never
I was
gotten that.
about that the other day. I was like, bro, like,
Storytelling is to sell you, and so
yeah,
that you have meaning behind the shoe, that you put it on your feet. And like when I wear my white cement fours, I'm like, oh, OG Michael Jordan, like that whole thing. When I put on banana split ASICs, I'm like, oh, this is fun. Like it's a vibe.
it's cool. Yeah, my pair right now has like one of each. Like the left one has the fuzzy laces, the other has the classic laces, and I was like, I can't decide which I want more. So we'll see. I still need to break this out and actually wear them because they are sick.
I do got to mention one more thing here. I did send you this, but this is so sick, dude. You're probably gonna know what I'm talking about. Ba-boom.
Dude. Oh, I want
Hidden NY is collabing with AI on some headphones and a speaker.
Yeah.
Insane.
They're fire.
Insane. They went for the semi-translucent look. The headphones, I don't need headphones, but I need these headphones. Which is going to be a really bad purchase, I know. I'm assuming they're really nice headphones. The speaker is dope too.
Yeah.
But the headphones like stopped me in my tracks, and I was like, this is an epitome of what hidden is. They look so. Maybe could these be used as podcast headphones?
Maybe. If depends if there's wired little plug into it. If there is, then yes.
Maybe justify this as a business purchase for myself.
Exactly. Why not, right? But yeah, that would be so cool.
Right.
Drops this Friday.
I just bought the watch, so I'm like, I don't need to buy anything crazy for a while. But like, this is like, bro,
valid.
This is sick. These are gas.
They're too cool. I love it. Shout out to Hidden. Everything they drop, dude. It's just fire.
Just doing dope stuff. Yep.
Draining my bank account every few weeks.
Exactly. All right, we're back. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully, unless nobody listens to this or watches this, go sub to the YouTube and check out Instagram and TikTok. We have clips dropping this week with basically us talking about what we just talked about, but we appreciate the interactions.
Definitely. But thank you. We'll catch you next week. Peace.